Most will already know about the standard Swift Super Mini, and possibly even of its warm hatch sibling, the Swift Sport. But what about the 4x4 model? Four-wheel drive Super Mini? Pretty niche, you think? Well, Suzuki certainly thinks it's worth a shot, and with its 4x4 character and small dimensions, there's no avoiding that it's going to go up against the likes of the Fiat Panda 4x4. Like the rest of the Swift family, aesthetics for the 4x4 model remain relatively unchanged, with front and rear skid plates, extended wheel arches and side skirts, and it's actually 25mm higher, although the ground clearance remains the same. Anyway, let's see what difference this 4x4 badge makes, shall we? Personally, I'm a big fan of the Swift family. I think the Swift's got loads of personality and it's surprisingly good fun to chuck into corners, especially if you go for the sport model with the 1.6 petrol. But what's so different about the 4x4 model? Well, just like the standard Swift or Sport, there's always been a clear limit as to how far you can push it in the corners. Push this limit and you are met with understeer and loss of grip. The difference with the 4x4 model is that the threshold for this limit is extended slightly, meaning you can push it a bit further, as up to 50% of power can be sent to the back wheels, helping you keep hold of the tarmac. This of course means that grip in general, regardless of cornering, is improved all round, and we'd love to get some winter tyres on it to see how it copes in the snow. So hang on, a car that was already fun to drive is now more composed in the corners. No brainer, right? Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple. The steering doesn't feel quite as sweet, feels a bit too light, which means levels of engagement aren't quite the same as the standard Swift or the Swift Sport. And the 89 brake horsepower 1.2 litre dual jet petrol we've got hardly excites when it comes to performance either, as it lacks oomph when you're overtaking and it takes 13 seconds to reach 62 miles per hour. It is fine for pottering about town though, and it offers improved fuel economy, claiming almost 60 miles per gallon on average, and CO2 stands at just 111 grams per kilometre. The interior of the Swift offers the same basic, almost utilitarian appeal as the rest of the range. Sure, the materials used may not be of best quality, but you'll probably find there's still plenty in here to keep you happy, especially if you go for the SZ4 trim that we've got. So you get the likes of cruise control, Bluetooth, automatic aircon, LED daytime running lights, and you also get a navigation system. Again, the sat-nav may not be as plush as something you'd find in a Peugeot 208, but it does the job and it's very simple to use. Storage and overall practicality in the cabin's pretty good as well, with decent sized door bins and some nice cubby holes if you need to store your keys or some change. Rear and boot space isn't massively impressive, but there is space back here, at least for two passengers to sit in comfort. With 211 litres, the boot is okay. I mean, you can fit a few shopping bags in, but it is a bit behind some of the Super Mini competition, and this high lift means it's quite difficult for lifting heavy things into. So is the Swift 4x4 worth going for? Well, it starts from £3,000 more expensive than the standard Swift model, but it is around £2,500 cheaper than the Panda 4x4. But let's get one thing straight, the Panda 4x4 is far superior when it comes to 4x4 capabilities with things like off-roading. But if you've got your heart set on a Suzuki and you want similar 4x4 prowess to the Panda, then why not check out our review of the SX4 S-Cross. And if you are after a Super Mini with four-wheel drive, then yes, the Swift 4x4 is definitely worth a look. And it may be niche, but Suzuki doesn't actually expect to sell many anyway. But what do you think of the Swift 4x4? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews like the SX4 S-Cross, click one of the links on screen now.